Hey guys, today I'm sharing my 35 and 36 week pregnancy update with you. And this week I've been feeling pretty good. My energy levels are kind of like up and down, and I've kind of noticed a pattern. Like I can't sleep through the night anymore at all. Like I can go to bed at a decent hour between 9:30, 10, and I'm up between 1:30 and 2. And I just stare at the ceiling and think about the things that I want to be doing, but I don't want to wake up my husband, so I just lay there and like keep staring at the clock, like waiting for his alarm to go off. So my sleep pattern has just been kind of sporadic. Some nights I'll have a really good night's sleep, and then other nights it'll just be I'm up constantly, I'm awake, and I can't fall back asleep. But I've also noticed that those nights where I don't have like a really good sleep and I just wake up when his alarm goes off and I get up and I get ready and do things, I have more energy throughout the day. So on the days that I get a good night's sleep and I'll sleep in a little bit longer, like 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'm exhausted the whole entire day. Like I cannot function. So I kind of notice that I run better on like less sleep than I do with more sleep, because I've kind of like tracked that this week. Some days I'm like, oh, I feel really good and I feel energized. And then other days I'm like, gosh, I had more sleep and I'm exhausted. Like I'm so tired. So I think the less sleep I get, the better. At least my body seems to run better on it than when I get more sleep. Kind of weird. You would think that it would work the opposite, but no. So I'm having to wear these braces. My doctor gave me these arm braces for both of my hands to sleep with at night to keep my hands straight. I have really bad, I guess, pregnancy carpal tunnel. I mean, it's to the point where I cannot feel my hands at all day long. Like right now, they are so tingly. It's hard for me to even grab things, to pick things up, because I don't have feeling. So I don't know, like, to open up like a water bottle or to open up a jar. Like it's really hard for me because my hands are just tingly all day long. And I cannot wait to finally feel my hands again, like to feel stuff, because it's been so frustrating that I can't grab things, I can't feel. It's hard to like text. I mean, just do anything. It's really difficult. So I have to sleep with these at night, and then she told me to wear them throughout the day. If I'm not doing anything, just wear these just to keep the arm like stabilized. They seem to help at night. It's just sometimes they're more of like an inconvenience to wear, because I already sleep with like the pregnancy pillow, and then I have another pillow that I'm now sleeping with to kind of prop up by my belly. And then I have this on, and then I wear my Fitbit band when I go to bed. So I just feel like it's another contraption that I don't really want to have to wear at night. But it helps. Some nights I just don't sleep with them, but on the nights that I do, it is a lot more comfortable when I wake up in the morning. But the second I take them off, my hands go back to being numb and tingly. My feet are swollen pretty much all day. I can get up in the mornings and I'll look at them and I just know like, oh great, they're going to be so puffy. I think I'm down to like 3 pairs of shoes that fit me right now. I have a pair of my Fit Flops, I have a pair of booties, and I have a pair of wedges. And that's about it. And some days the booties are so hard for me to even get my foot in because it's so wide and fat that I'm like, oh, it's so uncomfortable. So I don't have much longer, so I'm not going to complain. I hope that everything goes back to normal once I deliver and the puffiness is gone and I can like de-bloat and de-puff. I'm still drinking a ton of water, just trying to like keep my system flushed, and just hoping that that helps some of the swelling, but I don't really think anything helps it. I think it's just some women get it and some women don't. So that's kind of a bummer. But something else I've noticed at night, and it is so annoying, I cannot stand it. I have this like accumulation. I have so much saliva at night. Like I don't notice it during the day. It's weird. Like I can talk and I don't have this like puddling mouth of saliva, but when I go to sleep, it is like there is so much saliva. I was telling my husband, I'm like, this is annoying. Like I wake up in the middle of the night and I am like a drooling mess. Like it's just so disgusting. There's so much saliva. I've never made that much saliva in my life. And he's like, he laughs about it because he thinks it's so funny, but I'm like, you don't understand. It's really frustrating when you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, like I toss and turn and I'm like, my pillow is like sopping wet. It's so disgusting. So I've noticed that, which is really a weird symptom. I've still been getting the Braxton Hicks contractions. My stomach, like will get so tight and then it releases. He's still moving. Now he seems to be a lot more active. Like I can actually feel him like turning around. It's not just like little kicks or like jabs in my ribs. It's actually like really crazy, like dolphin like movements where he's just like moving and tossing and turning and rotating. And I'm sure he's running out of space in there. This week, I think it says he's the size of a mini watermelon, and I definitely feel it. I feel like the pressure. Probably early on in this week, it was so uncomfortable for me to sleep because my belly seemed so heavy. So every time I tossed or turned, it was like a pulling in my stomach. So that got really uncomfortable, and that's why I incorporated a third pillow to kind of prop up on my stomach to kind of like give it some support, just because it was getting to the point of like that pull and it was hurting really bad. My tailbone pain seems to have gone away. I do have like a little bit of pain if I'm sitting down for too long and then I get up to walk. I have to kind of like stop and let my bones kind of adjust, and then I'll walk because it feels like there's just a lot of pressure in my pelvic area, and I know he's kind of getting down into the birth canal, like he's lowering down. And I can feel it. I talked to my midwife about that, and she was like, yeah, probably from here on out, you're going to have a lot of pressure. You're going to start to feel him lowering down for birthing. So I do notice that, and I do feel it. So it's getting closer, and I'm getting so scared. It's like, oh my gosh, when I started this journey, like when I first found out I was pregnant, I didn't know if it was going to be like one of those things where you feel like you're pregnant forever. And I always notice like women will say like towards the end about like, you know, between 37 and 40 weeks, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready. I'm so over being pregnant. I can't wait to get this baby out of here. And I've always heard that. So I thought in the very beginning, like, is this pregnancy going to last forever? Is it going to feel like, you know, it's so long? And in all honesty, it has like flown by so fast. I mean, I still remember like the day I found out, and from that point until now, it has just gone by so quickly. And I haven't gotten to that point where I'm like, I'm over being pregnant. I'm just, you know, tired of it. I want him out. I haven't gotten there yet because I'm still like selfish in my like, no, I want to go run errands by myself, and there's things that I want to do, and I'm trying to just like savor all of that time and like really just enjoy it, because I know my life is going to completely change once he's here. So I'm just like these last few weeks, it's just like, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm get ready, and I have a list of things I want to do and get done. And so I haven't gotten to that point yet. I don't know if I will, but I'm going to be 37 weeks on Saturday. So we'll see if I get to that point towards the end where I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Like, stick a fork in me, I'm done. But I haven't gotten there yet. So, and I can't really complain too much because I haven't had too many like horrible symptoms. I think what I've had is pretty common, but right now just the most annoying are the hands, like the tingling of my hands. It is the weirdest sensation, and if you're not used to it, it's so odd. I don't even know. I have friends who have carpal tunnel from their jobs, and I feel for them now. Like, I always hear them complaining like my hands are numb, and I never really, you know, understood it because it was like, well, yeah, my foot falls asleep, but now I get it. It's like, God, how do you deal with that every single day? It's annoying. I think we have everything completed in the nursery. I'm waiting on, my husband's going to do a monogram for over the crib, and then I have, I think, one more picture I'm waiting on, and that will be done. I'll do a nursery tour. I'm hoping to get that filmed next week. My hospital bag is packed. His baby bag is packed. I'll do a video for that of what's in my hospital bag. That's done and ready. The car seat we're putting in the car this weekend. I think everything is pretty much ready to go. All of his laundry's washed, all the bedding, the changing table, everything is, you know, washed and put away. So I think pretty much everything we need, like for when he first arrives, I think we have, and he's set. And then I think everything for myself, for the hospital, I think I've taken care of all of that as far as packing and stuff. I do still want to meal prep some meals before I go into labor. I just want to have some freezer things ready, like some snack bites and some quick dinners I can either throw in the crock pot or something that I can throw into like a pan and just bake it in the oven. So I do want to get some freezer meals done. So I need to work on that in the next couple of weeks. And then that's pretty much it. I think everything's done. I'm doing some maternity photos. tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna have those done, and then I'm hoping, we're in Southern California and we never get rain, and it's supposed to rain, and I'm like, of course, the day I schedule my photos and it's outdoors. So I'm hoping that the rain comes in the evening, or we just kind of like bypass the rain for that day. So we'll see. It's weird because we never get this kind of weather, and we had rain earlier this week, and now we're supposed to have rain the latter part of the week and the weekend. So I'm hoping for my photos it won't come down in like a downpour. So we'll see. That's everything to update you guys. Overall, I'm feeling good. I'm still working out. My workouts are a little bit slower than what they used to be because sometimes it's like a waddle, and it's hard for me to like get into it and like even want to work out because either my pelvic is like the bones just hurt, or my legs hurt, or my fat swollen feet are not wanting to get into my tennis shoes. So that's kind of uncomfortable. It takes me like 5 minutes just to put on my socks and my tennis shoes. So that's like a workout in itself. But overall, I mean, I'm feeling great and I can't complain. So I'm just trying to enjoy these last few weeks because they're just going to fly by, and he's going to be here and the countdown is now on. So I just want to like soak up every last moment I have and enjoy my time. So I will show you guys the belly bump now. Okay, so here is the bump straight on. Here's the bump from the side and the other side. And then I'll show it to you with my dress lifted up. This is the bump just straight on. The bump from the side. Bump from the other side. And then bump from the back side. Well, not that I have a bump in the back side, but that's everything to update you, the bump photo, and I think that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for following along, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!